Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we are rejoining the adventures of Syken Stomps, our warrior on the official servers of Stitches after Feralis. I figured it would only be a reasonable choice to go to Tanaris and do the next adventure session here. Already started with a wastewater compound, which for those unaware is the compound here. So I did a few quests there all by myself. But when the real fun starts, when we're fighting the pirates in the bay, then of course we need to do it on record. That is A, too difficult to not record it, and B, it's just a really fun place to record. 3 quests here for the starter. Quest number 1 is just killing a lot of these pirates, really. And number 2, we need to collect their heads, so South Shore pirate hats, that is. And number 3, actually, we need to get the stolen shipments, which we are currently on the way of getting. And number 4, there is a named pirate right there that we have a bounty for. The problem with most of the things that I'm describing is, whilst individually these guys are no problem or bueno, we will have a couple of double and triple pulls, and that is going to be definitely a problem. Okay, well, that's a great quest. We already got the chicken quest of Tanaris. Gotta be careful though. The chicken quest in Tanaris is the most dangerous of all chicken quests, so do not dare to attempt this alone. Matter of fact, one of my guild mates has just died a few days ago trying to do that. An experienced warrior that we lost on our KT push, and this guy did the chicken quest on level 47, which is funnily enough exactly the level that we're on. So it's kind of decisive in a way, where or deceptive, where you think you're strong enough, but then you're basically escorting the chicken along this route. And there is one particular spot exactly here where you, by the way, also see a couple of red dots. And that one is crazy because the chicken runs through a couple of roaming non-elite mobs, so a few scorpions and hyenas, and then on top of that 3, I think, hyenas spawn. And the problem is that the chicken will always aggro everything, and it is very, very likely that you're going to end up with 5 or 6 mobs, and it's difficult to identify that from the beginning. And oftentimes you feel like, I still need to, I can't let the chicken die, I need to quote unquote win this. And again, 6 mobs, they do have the scorpions have poison, and the hyenas just have a really, really nasty damage that they're dealing. So yeah, that's basically how a lot of people die there. It's easy, very easy to die there, and I don't want to make the same mistake. So unless we have help, we're going to postpone that until a later day. We need to do a couple of things that should be on our bucket list, and I need to find the right time when we can do that. So number 1, we will need to get to level 48. The reason why I want to do that is because I then qualify for entering Dire Maul North, which my guild regularly clears. And the real big advantage of Dire Maul North would be we can get additional buffs, but also some of the loot in the tribute chest that we can acquire even by not being on the very run that they are doing. So that would be an easy way of us to basically get some much needed loot. So that's number one. My number two is solving the weapon situation. So I bought the epic for 20 gold. Then decided to do a bit of a simulation, which you can do for warriors, and just put in my gear and basically sim the weapon, as in which one is doing more damage, the one that I'm currently wielding, the whirlwind axe, or the new one. And despite the new one having much higher DPS, it was too fast, and it didn't have the weapon specialization that I'm currently already having. 5% crit for axes is just a huge benefit, and since so much of the damage comes from bleed, basically the simulation suggested to me that it's a really bad idea to do that. So I already bought the weapon. I didn't want to go back to the guy and say, listen, let's analyze our trade and you need to find another solution. I already know there is no buyer for that shit out there, because unless you find like a poor paladin that really wants a quick weapon, you're not going to find anyone that really would want to have said weapon. So I disenchanted it, got 2 small brilliant shards out of it, which by themselves are worth kind of 6 or 7 gold pieces. So I lost anywhere between 5 and 8 gold, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Brings me also to the point that I'm currently running enchantment as the second skill, which I should have done much earlier. I do have all of the mats for tailoring on this character, but I should have been enchanter way earlier. Because now I can disenchant all of the stuff, the quest rewards for resources, and that will be good. Let me get some rage here. I'm not using overpower because I want to use this as a rage mob, and then I want to explain the weapon situation further, but we need to get Andre Firebeard first. Cleared everything here. This guy is a bot, by the way, in case you were wondering. Need to get the pirate down. Just using my rage.
Health warning.
Maybe he's not a bot. Can shortly lend me a hand with Andre. Wait a sec. Just need a bit of fire support. All right. It's not a bot. I definitely was wrong. Good. Much easier to have someone that can help me with getting these guys down. And look at how much damage hunters are doing. Alright, so we got the head of Andre Firebeard. Thank you, Acid. Really appreciate it. Thank you, mate. Good, these guys can disarm, which is a pain in itself. 2 times disarm in a row. Gotta hate it, man. Just imagine. 3rd disarm, are you kidding me?
Health warning.
4th disarm, we're potting. Man, for warrior this absolutely stinks. Well, this is going to be an interesting fight against the triplet pack of swashbucklers. If I get disarmed that often. Because there's another like triplet in here that we need to pull. Anyways, back to my original train of thought, which was the whole weapon situation. So we got the epic, lost a little bit of money on it. Fine, it happens. Learned something out of it. Could have done that in advance, but okay, it is what it is. And we're instead now starting to think about the weapons, because the Whirlwind Axe that we're currently having, nice axe, but it is definitely not a sustainable weapon. It can't be our long-term solution. There is one other two-handed axe that I would love to run, the Great Axe of Alexander. It's a world drop, level 51 to be precise. And Alexander Great Axe is really, really, really good, but to get a level 51 you need to be like far in the 50s, and it is an absolute random drop with very, very, very low chance of happening. So finding it ourselves, maybe with another character, but yeah, unlikely to happen. We can buy it, 100 gold, don't want to spend that for just 10 levels of leveling, which means the solution must be respeccing and getting the Threshblade from Maraudon. Okay, and that is on our to-do list as well. Okay, now I'm disarmed, and we're going to use that in order to run a little bit away. Disarmed again, running.
Health warning.
Another disarm. Okay, using that set of stairs was really helpful.
Health warning.
That was one of the hardest pulls. I remember with my shaman that pull was incredibly hard. I needed to reset a couple of times, target dummy and so on and so forth. So it was actually some good gaming here. Waiting, jumping down, letting them path. In the meantime, disarm fades, keeping the rage, and then really nicely hitting them. Still had a large copper bomb, could have used that, which kind of brings me to the point that I really need to reproduce more engineering stuff. So that has fallen completely between the cracks. Yeah, I think I need to do that sooner or later.
I'm out of range.
Acid here, the alleged bot that turned out to be not a bot at all, has given us map fragments. So we have middle, lower and upper, which we can join. And we got a nice little treasure down there. Should we do that, guys? I've never done a treasure hunt. Could swim around that thing. You know what? Let's do the pirates and then we're actually going to swim along the coast. Pretty sure that there are no like major sharks up here. And my little one has just woken up. Need to take care of her. Alright, back. So, little bit of an interruption. What are we going to do here? So, I thought during the time away from the game, I thought a little bit about what the plausible next step is. I think we're just grinding it out here, getting all of the pirate heads and pretty much killing most of the guys here. We need freebooters and dock workers. Dock workers are on this side. So once we're done with that, I think the next the next step should be to get the treasure, right? To get the treasure, because sure, why not? Generally, yes, the sooner the better. Got some family stuff in the early afternoon. This here is a bot, however. You can see it with the boar being called boar. And the guy has a strange name, Core. So yeah, very typical area for bots. I think so, yes. The swashbucklers disarm, so gotta be careful. It's the disarming thing again. And this is a potential group for Zul'Farrak a little bit later. Would be nice because I would love to get into that dungeon. There are a couple of really good shoulders dropping there, the big bad pauldrons from one of the bosses. Those are fantastic, like really, really, really good shoulders. Plate shoulders with a lot of stats. Bot, you can see, it's just trying to patrol left and right. Is even running into that little brazier there. Very good. Let's finish this guy and then we are off to do dock workers. The bot here has helped us to clear a couple.
Aggro.
I'm out of range.
Bots also evade spots with other players because they are programmed to not be killed by them. So naturally, the moment that I showed up, he was like, yeah, no, we're going somewhere else. Okay, so let's get these dock workers down. The ship, funnily enough, is one of the better places to kill them, because almost all of it here is single pull, which speeds up the process. So yeah, once we're done with that, I think we can just get the 20 heads by killing whatever. Dock workers are fine, but others are fine as well. Yeah, double pulls you can see we can manage to do, but it always takes a toll on our health, so then we're sitting down and are essentially like eating up all of the damage that we have taken. Anyways, I think this part here, since we only need freebooters, a couple of pirate heads, we're actually okay, I would say. And we're fast forwarding the rest for you guys so that we can go into a treasure hunt. And if Zul'Farrago really happens, then that would be nice. That would be really, really nice. Alright, so we finished all of the pirates, luckily for us, and now it's time to search the treasure. I've never been here, and this is going to be an interesting experience. A couple of level 49 aggressive turtles, okay. 50 aggressive turtle, alright. Not the kind of enemy that I would want to mess with. They have plenty of armor. And level 50 means it'll be tough for me to go through them. I think I've never killed a surf glitter, but this here is all typically botting area where kind of the fisher bots sit up here as far as I'm concerned. And this here is not a typical area where anybody would go for a quest. I mean, you can go around the caverns of time. Oh, Coast Riders, interesting. I'm learning something new. Like, I wasn't even aware that there are Coast Riders up here. Well, it's actually a little bit more dangerous coastline than I would have imagined. Okay. Bit of an exploration today. But we want the treasure. And whoever wants treasure needs to be okay with adventure. One thing that I learned about islands is do never underestimate islands. These little islands out here, for instance, are used for an epic quest for the gates of Ankirai. I think they were. There was one step here, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were used. Like there is a hermit living here, and they look harmless, but that guy is a raid boss. So he means business. And on hardcore, no one, even on the new hardcore servers, no one would ever attempt that quest because it's basically a death sentence. Very, very easy to die during all of the bosses, and it's for nothing. It's just for a mount at the end of the day. I got my unstat page open, so in case something really, really bad happens to us, we're just going to peace out and are gone. But as far as I'm concerned, so far nothing has happened. I vaguely remember seeing a World of Warcraft video once of a kind of cavern of time-ish. What? Rend will drop in 6 seconds? Someone is ninja dropping Rend? What? Ah, that's unfortunate. No chance for us to get to Ogrima. Okay. All right. So, a little bit further exploration. Okay, apparently one of our Russian not really playing here guys have just dropped Rend. Anyways, let's continue here. I was in the middle of exploring this nice little zone. Still level 50 aggressive turtles. What did Blizzard think by making all of these guys aggressive? It makes absolutely no sense. Don't tell me I need to harm them. No, it doesn't say that I need to kill these guys. Okay, that's just beautiful. 45 treasure hunters. Okay, well, if I can kite them out a little bit, that would be good. Just don't run into... Oh, okay. Okay, I managed to separate them. Only one treasure hunter left. That's good. We're going to focus this one down, and if all of them can drop Quergo's key, we should be fine. They deal plenty of damage. Okay, and apparently there must be a footlocker or something over here. Okay, the footlocker is supposed to be somewhere here. These insuspicious landmarks, you can only click them when you do have the quest. What I don't understand is how to trade it in. Oh, okay, so it's right there. Did you... Lots of treasure hunters. No, that's not cool. Okay, let's see if I can separate them. Too dangerous to just pull them. By separating, I mean like packs of 2 instead of all 4. They also disarm. Not very nice. Okay. I think I will need to pot here. They have heroic strike, but they do not have execute, so I might be fine. Up, we're good.
Health warning.
Yeah, we can take 2, but we can't take 3. Alright, rebuffed ourselves, so we should be good to go. The solution is simply not to fight in the middle of these turtles. Damn, they're even in the water. Gotta be a bit careful here. It's easy to lose 50% of your health to these treasure hunting pirates.
Health warning.
Yeah, I can do literally one pull and then kind of need to reset it. 5 is a tough challenge. I better expect... No! Did this just disappear? You are kidding me, right? Oh no! The footlocker literally disappeared as I was eating. Okay, I'll see if I can find another one. There are a couple of these insuspicious landmarks, and maybe I can find another one. Alright, we need to redo that whole thing. That's unfortunate, but I cleared the little passage. It also works over here on the insuspicious landmark, and now with a little bit of pooled rage we should be in a better place. Let's try this again. Also got retaliation, which we can use. 5 of them. Okay, that's not good. Can you single pull them? That's 4. Can I do 4? They can disarm. That's sketch. Alright, 1 down. We're focusing on the lowest ones. The answer is we can do 4, but it is super sketch. Retaliation down. Didn't need to pot though, so we're okay with regards to the whole potting. They did have the key. Did we get the key? Yes, we did. Don't want to aggro another turtle. I think I can just get the treasure without aggroing the treasure hunter. No XP, just the treasure. Okay, and we did all of that for a nice leather. Strength and spirit, nah, that's not good enough. If it would be strength and stamina, that would be a really, really nice upgrade. I mean, it does have 300 more armor, which is nice. It does have 28 attack power, not bad either. But we're looking at 24, 27 stats versus 14. I think that's too much of a stat loss. Can't do that. It wouldn't need to be. If it would have strength, agility, strength, stamina, that would have been good. Look, don't get me wrong. Interesting quest line. The reward I think is not 100% worth it. You need like 3 parts to get the quest together, and then after having those 3 parts you go down here, which is like on the edge of the world, and you need to fight 5 enemies at once. That's a 5 pull, super difficult, and then you get 2 greens for it and a little bit of trash that you don't need. It's not, in my book, that's not really worth it. Okay, I'll be moving in, trading in the quests, but for now we are done. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a good one, and see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.